Good night, Bank Hall. Good night, Barbados Labour Party, people, family, supporters. Good night, all. I am pleased to be here at Bank Hall with this great Barbados Labour Party and this great 2018 team that will lead us to victory. I'm here tonight because we have a duty. And you know, the Barbados Labour Party has always had a responsibility and a duty to respond to the call whenever Barbados finds itself in this position. And tonight, like pre-1994, the Barbados Labour Party is out here tonight to help to lift the opportunities, to help to lift up Barbados and to restore what we know as good governance in this country. And tonight, it is going to be a little bit rough and tumble. This campaign, as I have always said and I've told my people in St. Michael, West Central, is a battle for the soul of Barbados. And it is a battle that I intend, with your help, with the help of the people all across Barbados, to fight every night, to speak every night, to ensure we canvass daily, to take this country back from the Democratic Labour Party. And we are going to do it. Neil told you, I with you too, brother. Neil told you why he came to politics. I came to politics too because my grandfather, the late Clifford Braceford Gooding-Edghill, always instilled in me and other members of the family that you have to get into public service and you have to give back. And I have been on this campaign trail for as long as I've known myself. I have been out here trying to work hard in defense of that position because it is about helping people. It's about making life better for people that this Barbados Labour Party is known for. I was given an opportunity at a very young age to achieve something in life. I came from Spoonersell, a poor boy, and we had to go there and work hard to ensure that we had an opportunity. And it is in the same spirit that I've had to work hard, and in the same spirit that somebody gave me an opportunity so that I can become somebody like all of us in Barbados. I too want to come forward and offer myself for service at any sacrifice to ensure that I too help to lift up the people of St. Michael, West Central, and of course generally across Barbados. And I have come because, yes, I have accumulated commercial skills. I have had business exposure. And I've come because tonight we also need people in politics who know what it is like to lift up people and make things better for the people of Barbados. And it is a task that is not daunting. It is a task that we have to deliver for the people of Barbados. And you may ask the question as well, why am I a proud member of the Barbados Labour Party? And why, like you, we associate with the Barbados Labour Party? We associate with the Barbados Labour Party because this Barbados Labour Party is the party that took the poor people out of bondage and gave them an opportunity, even arising from adult suffrage, to come forward and exercise their right to vote, ladies and gentlemen. This great Barbados Labour Party that I and you and all of us are associated with, this great party gave the people who work on the plantations an opportunity under the Freehold Purchase, the Freehold Tenantries and Purchase Act to ensure that they too got a piece of this rock. This great Barbados Labour Party is responsible for housing developments like in Ferniehurst, Neil, Rosemount, Haynesville, Wotton, all over Barbados. This great Barbados Labour Party did for you, the people of this country. And I can tell you that they also introduced the drug service so that certain patients would have enjoyed, would have received free medication. And today, what do we have? This great Barbados Labour Party established a National Sports Council so that you can have an opportunity for sports throughout all the communities in Barbados. We built pavilion after pavilion. We built playing fields all over Barbados, ladies and gentlemen. When it comes to home ownership, this Barbados Labour Party was in the vanguard and for the future of the people, and we led the way with the establishment of place institutions like what was then the Barbados Mortgage Finance Corporation and the General Housing Workers Fund, ladies and gentlemen. And I can go on, and I can tell you about the great work we did as a political party when we introduced and established the international business sector. And those are things that we are proud of. Those are things that came from within this great political party, the Barbados Labour Party. Those are things that today continue to make the difference for you and for your children and for your grandchildren, ladies and gentlemen. And those are the things that we are proud of as a people within the Barbados Labour Party. And when we talk about 1994, yes, it is worse today than it was in 1994. But we came to the rescue in 1994, and in 2018, Mayor Morley and this Barbados Labour Party team will come to your rescue again. In 1994, we reduced unemployment from 26% to just under 6%. The tourism sector that was declining flourished. I told you about international business services. The rural and urban development corporations were the brainchild of this Barbados Labour Party. We saw a need to help those who didn't have waterborne toilet facilities. We did it. This great Barbados Labour Party as well recognized that there were poor and the disabled who didn't have a decent home to live in. And we introduced those commissions to Barbados to help the people of Barbados. And you know what? We grew the economy consistently, year after year, I believe with the exception of 1 year when they had 9/11. This economy, you are supporters, even the non-supporters, the Dems that is, even those people benefited from money in the pockets under the Barbados Labour Party. But you know, ladies and gentlemen, that in St. Michael West Central, and you have to forgive me because I have to spend a few minutes here, even in St. Michael West Central, with all the hardship in the constituency, all across Barbados, we in the Barbados Labour Party, St. Michael West Central branch, have found it necessary to help the people. We have instituted initiatives for the youth. We have a community assistance program that we've been able to help children who go to university, for example, who can't get help, who've been locked out of the system because the parents can't afford to pay the tuition. We have come to their rescue. We have helped them. We have done our Christmas programs, ongoing yearly programs in order to help people. We have worked hard as a team in St. Michael West Central together to help to lift up people. And that is my mission, ladies and gentlemen. It is a mission that is supported by this great political party, and it is a mission that we shall carry on after we win the next general election. And you know, we have a representative knocking around the place down there. I have never heard him ask one parliamentary question on behalf of the people of St. Michael West Central. I haven't heard him adding his voice, asking for relief for the poor and for the needy in the constituency. Where's your conscience, James Paul? Do you have a conscience, my friend? You gotta ask questions. You have to level with the people. Where was your voice when the government sent home thousands of public sector workers? Where was your voice when your constituents from the National Housing Corporation, where was your voice when workers from the Transport Board living in your constituency went home? Where was your voice when workers living in your constituency, someone who may have voted for you, went home from the drainage unit? Where was your voice in defense of the people of St. Michael West Central? Where was your voice, James Paul, when the children of poor people had to stop going to university because their parents couldn't afford to pay the university fees, ladies and gentlemen? Tell us, where were you and what have you done for them? Did you lift your voice to say on the floor of Parliament or elsewhere Minister of Finance or Prime Minister, this is not good enough for my people in St. Michael West Central. We didn't hear him, ladies and gentlemen. Did you hear him? He is the chairman of committees in the parliament. Well paid too. And therefore, he has a duty to assist the people of St. Michael West Central. But he was there to support legislation after legislation. Where was the NSRL? Did he voice any objections to the infliction of pain when they introduced the NSRL? So that when you go to the supermarket, prices were almost double, ladies and gentlemen. Did he help you? Did he look after your interests then? If he didn't look after your interests, how can he come to you now and even ask you for support? Or how could he join with the Democratic Labour Party even to ask you for a vote for them? Not one vote, ladies and gentlemen. The hardships that they have instituted upon the people in St. Michael West Central and of course across Barbados have caused no end of pain, ladies and gentlemen. People are feeling the pain and the suffering. People are feeling it within their pockets. People understand that there's a lot of pressure out there and people are just trying to cope on a daily basis. It is almost like you have a recession every day, ladies and gentlemen, and it gets worse when you have to go to the supermarket, thanks to the Democratic Labour Party. But the people of St. Michael West Central will judge him. They will judge him for not standing in their defense. And they will judge him, ladies and gentlemen, because he did not raise his voice to help you or to help the people of this country. Yes, it is. And I know, as I walk the constituency, and as I canvass, I've heard people who have come and they've said to me, listen, we need real-life solutions. We want to move from renting to owning, ladies and gentlemen, but some of them don't have the deposit or some of them can't control it. I have been walking the constituency and those persons who are like 48, 50 years of age are on to retirement and they can't own their own home and they're worried because when it comes time to retirement, they might not be able to continue to pay the rent they're paying. I have heard you when you ask me, why is it that private sector employees don't even get a little something when they retire? I've heard, ladies and gentlemen, and I'm listening. I've heard you asking for community facilities and an improvement of community facilities. I am listening to you. And I know that these are solutions that you're looking for. And let me tell you something. This great Barbados Labour Party led by Mayor Morley will listen as we continue to do daily to your concerns. And I have listened, and I know that we have to address them. And I know that solutions are on the way for you, ladies and gentlemen. And I give you that commitment that when I go there and I represent your interests, I will do my very best, because my very best is the only way the Barbados Labour Party knows. We know what it is like to make a better and provide for a better future for you, the people of Barbados. And I know that I have to be careful with my time, because I want to delve into some other issues as well. And I want to talk tonight briefly about the Transport Board. Because, you know, I have done national service. I chair the Transport Board, as most of you know. And you know as well that the Transport Board affects the working class. In fact, it affects everybody in Barbados. But we accept, as a Barbados Labour Party, that the Transport Board has a qualified role to play in this community. We accept that its role is very vital, ladies and gentlemen, and we know that is central to productivity in this country. We know the issues. But since 2016, I've been warning the country about the Transport Board and what is happening there at the Transport Board. In several pieces to the press, general media, I have warned the country about the incoming meltdown of the Transport Board. And tonight, we know that the Transport Board is imploding. We know, ladies and gentlemen, but we are going to judge the Dems by their mismanagement and non-performance in the transport board. Would you believe that, and we all know, that the transport board requires at least 300 units to give is what we would consider to be a satisfactory level of service. Do you know tonight that the transport board cannot get 60 buses on the road? They can't get 60 buses on the road. In other words, the bus availability of the transport board is at 21%. It is the lowest bus availability in 24 years, ladies and gentlemen. They have not bought any new buses since 2006. Not one. And they continue, ladies and gentlemen, to spend at least about $90 million on average every year to maintain a fleet. Well, if you do some quick math, ladies and gentlemen, for the last couple of years, they would have spent at least 100, even if you take out petrol, they would have spent at least $109 million. You mean to tell me, ladies and gentlemen, that if you were going to spend $108 million extra on repairs and maintenance, that you will not have taken the opportunity to replace the fleet? Well, for half that amount of money, you could have bought 300 buses and put them into service, lower your operating and maintenance costs, but that is what the Democratic Labour Party does not know. They don't know that, but that is why you have people like Gooding-Edghill and Joe and Santi and Marsh and all of us within this political party. We have people in this political party who have a progressive mind, who have knowledge and understanding that they know how to take Barbados, how to solve problems, and how to make it better for the people of Barbados. And I tell you, you have to judge them on public transport. And I say to you that since 2008, the accumulated deficit of the transport board was $516.4 million. And if you add the deficit for the last year, it is running close to $600 million. That is the sort of incompetence that they are presiding over. And who is presiding over it? A man, Michael Lazy. Michael Lazy is presiding. A man who, frankly, doesn't understand it. He doesn't understand, or probably doesn't, or incapable of appreciation the profound issues associated with poor transportation in this country. He has been a catastrophic failure, ladies and gentlemen. He has failed to maintain the roads. He has failed to maintain the bus and maintain a decent and efficient bus service. He has, ladies and gentlemen, been responsible for all the potholes that you see around here that damaging your vehicles, ladies and gentlemen, and causing you pedestrians inconvenience. That is what he has done to you. Michael Lazy, ladies and gentlemen, has done that to you. But I'm happy and proud to be part of the Barbados Labour Party, especially this Michael team. Jeffrey Bostic, just around the corner. Joe Atherley. Arthur Holder, that you can hear shortly. Marsha Cattle next door, who will topple Richard. Trevor Prescott. Ronald Toppin. Santia Bradshaw. Neil Rowe, you just heard from him. And of course, our leader, Mayor Motley. And in talking about Mayor Motley, ladies and gentlemen, I say to you that she has assembled a team. A wonderful team, ladies and gentlemen, a blend of youth and experience. May has brought to this 2018 team a collection of some of the finest minds and brains that you would want to attract and to be associated with a political party. She has brought persons with knowledge of the public sector and the private sector. What a unique blend. She has a team with her that cares about Barbados, that understands what it is like, ladies and gentlemen, to lead and understand what it is like to make things better for all people. She has a hard-working team, a disciplined team, a united team, ladies and gentlemen, a diligent team, a team that will go there and work hard every day in your very best interest. We are committed and dedicated to the task at hand. This Barbados Labour Party team is, like, and I'll repeat it, we are dedicated and communicated to the task at hand. And we are not going to disappoint you. I, like all other members of this team, I'm proud to be on the Barbados Labour Party. May has the knowledge, she has the skill, she has the experience. Ladies and gentlemen, what else could you have asked for? She knows about cabinet governance. She knows about parliamentary procedure. She's been there for a long time. She knows about finance and economics. She trained and she sat right next to one of the best, ladies and gentlemen. She knows education. She's done it before. She knows how to work with the youth. She knows about culture and how to infuse culture for the future development of this country. She knows what it's like, ladies and gentlemen, to come forward and to lead a team. And I say to you that in contrast to all the others, this Barbados Labour Party team is a great team. And believe me when I tell you so, from my heart, we have people who are committed and dedicated. We have people who can go there and fix the transport board. We have people who will fix the highways of Barbados. I say to you that the Democratic Labour Party's performance has been so disastrous that you do not have to worry because we are going to vote them out. I say to you, onward with Mayor Morley, onward with the Barbados Labour Party. Ladies and gentlemen, vote Barbados Labour Party. Get rid of the Dems. Put Barbados first. Better life for our people. Mayor Amor Morley and the Barbados Labour Party. I thank you. I want to introduce to you the lady who will topple Michael Lazy.